We are here at SVI Engineering east of Pretoria. The company was formed in 2014 as a mechanical engineering and rapid product development firm with capabilities in product design, finite element analysis, as well as the development, product evaluation, and manufacturing of armored products for the military, security, and civilian markets. Ford's commitment as well as responsibility for the safety of its customers is already highlighted by a number of safety systems currently fitted to the Ranger.
Yusuf, I think one of the key things that we look at as a company that's really focused on consumer requirements and the markets that we do business in, we know that South Africa has horrendous crime stats. And we felt that, a real good, the proper extension on the Ford Ranger lineup was to be able to offer our customers a armored vehicle that offers greater levels of protection without it affecting the vehicle's warranty as well as the service plan that we have in our vehicles. So we felt it was an absolutely crucial element to be able to give our customers something that is a need in South Africa, unfortunately, but it's meeting customer demands and requirements. And Ranger is a vehicle that we sell to farmers, and we know that there's been, massive statistics that are related to farm attacks. So we felt that it was an absolutely essential portion, just to pick one sector of the economy. There's protection behind the door trim panels, and certainly you can hear the sound deadening or the extra sound that comes into it, and you can actually feed it in the weight in the doors. But this is something that the team at SVI have done a fantastic job at developing this in such a way that it's, it's here, but it's not visible and it's not obvious.
Neil, is this much different from the ordinary model? It's only the armored that's extra.
The only thing that's different on this particular vehicle is the fact that this has got the armored protection on it. Everything else in this vehicle is 100% standard, and that's why we're very comfortable continuing with the factory warranty and also our standard service plan that comes on our vehicles. So we have full confidence in our vehicle and the work that SVI do for us.
Well, this is the Ford 4x4 bakkie. It has armored. It has been armored throughout the vehicle, and it's about 280 kilograms heavier than the original model in this range. Was there a demand for this type of vehicle? You probably did extensive market research. Is there a need for it?
Well, it definitely has that benefit. So when we look at it, it gives customers the ability to feel safe whilst going about their lives. It also fills a need when you start looking at some of the commercial applications. I mean, we see on a daily basis, couriers, escort vehicles being attacked. And there's a whole variety of different needs and circumstances that a vehicle of this nature will fill a need that customers hadn't necessarily been able to satisfy, or do it on the basis without the reassurance that the manufacturer will stand behind them. And certainly our business that goes into sub-Saharan Africa is something that we're looking at as a future development. And there's been a lot of interest already expressed by my colleagues who look after sub-Saharan Africa as we go forward.
We armor it on a non-discrete, we call it our Stock Gun version 2 armor. What we do is we armor behind the front fender, we also armor the firewall, and you'll see inside that this is what we call the non-discrete armor. You'll see inside it doesn't look as nice as your vehicle that comes from the showroom floor, but it's effective, and it stops AK-47 and R1, and it also gives our security companies protection when they do valuable in transit, when they do the mine security. This is the type of vehicle that they need for that.
After the break, we continue to unpack more on the new armored Ford Range, and also we test drive the Max 9 armored personnel carrier.
This is an AK-47. Let's see if the armor resists this weapon.
There you go.
Well, here we have it. A number of shots were fired. And as you can see, it didn't even make a rather dent on the steel.
Exactly. We've got some pieces of glass level B4. Okay. So the one behind we've shot multiple times.
With what kind of firearms?
This will stop up to a 44 Magnum. We've mostly shot it here with 9mm. But this piece of glass came out of a vehicle that was shot. One of our customers, we had to replace it.
The glass used here is more thinner when they manufacture it, and therefore it's lighter and it saves weight.
It's very heavy.
Very heavy. Very, very heavy.
Yeah. Still lighter.
But it's still light.
This is the Max 9 armored vehicle manufactured here at SVI Engineering. The cost is about 5 million rand, specifically for the military market.
But it's easy to drive. You will see that the steering wheel is also very light, so there's no kickback from the wheels.
And the engine.
And it doesn't stop for this kind of obstacle, doesn't stop for walls, it doesn't stop for armor-piercing rounds, landmines, you can just go.
And where's your market for this vehicle?
So obviously military, we can't disclose which our clients, but you can imagine the area there in the Middle East is quite popular. You can put your foot down so that you can feel a bit of the power. Put your foot flat. Flat, flat.
After the break, we take to the streets where the Gauteng Premier, David Makhura, hands over high-performing vehicles to the SAPS.
We are here at the Bakkies interchange in Johannesburg. Today, the Gauteng provincial government is handing over 55 high-speed vehicles, these BMWs, to the South African Police Service in the province. These highway patrol vehicles will assist in beefing up visible policing across the Gauteng province.
We had to go back to our budget and say we will contribute additional vehicles. We will buy the police in Gauteng 100 high-speed vehicles that are for patrolling our highways, for also responding to crimes as people report, including gender-based violence. So it is extremely important that we provide additional resources. We are also providing 12 mobile police stations these are police stations that can be moved from area to area to complement existing resources. Gauteng is a high-density province. We have huge population here. The police often don't cope, but we also welcome not just the resources from government, but also private sector cooperation.
Well, we can't thank the Premier of this province and the government of this province enough. These cars you've seen here, as they were parked here, you could see that this area is saturated. They've gone to 4 different areas now. I'm very sure that those that are driving on these highways, which is their fundamental and primary job to keep these highways sanitized and there is no criminals on them. It's one basic way of policing visibility. That visibility is that those cars are there, those cars are seen both in color and both in their blue lights. One major thing is the response. When they are called, they'll have to respond, otherwise the family in distress, the drivers in distress, in depress. Everybody, when makes a call in this province, must be able to get a quick response. This thing of not having the cars must come to an end, especially in this province.
For me, it's just to execute. And now I'm executing, starting with Group 1. Group 1 led by Captain Letsolo, Hotel Papa 149. It is now deployed to N3, Devon, Mazinche.
The minister wants the blue lights to be on 24/7. Can we expect a lot of blue lights in Gauteng?
Yes, that is my instruction because I did receive the marching order from the minister to say that he wants to see us painting Gauteng blue. So even the foot soldiers here, they've heard it from the horse's mouth that the minister definitely have said to us, we need to color Gauteng blue. And I'm going to monitor that blue is happening in Gauteng.
Importantly, police visibility, the cash and transit, it's high-powered cars. They shouldn't be parked somewhere where they're not supposed to be. So they should bring some fear in the hearts of those that are planning crime and the executors of crime. Those are coming out of the province must know that in Gauteng you have as many cars as possible so that you are not found wanting. What is a bit disturbing is that this must also be accompanied by police officers, well-trained police officers that we are short of at this present moment. So it's something that we must make sure that also you include them in the process. There's no reason, there's no point in you putting resources whereas there's no human resources into that. These cars must be driven by people and must be well-trained people.
The minister says he wants to see the blue lights 24/7 in Gauteng. Can we expect that?
We'll ensure that these vehicles are correctly being used and they are used for the purpose which they've been given to us for. So I am the happy general today. And I'm ready to can deploy myself on the ground with the members so that we at least we bring hope to the people of Gauteng. Let them feel comfort that the police, they are there and we are responding very well. It is true, hijacking, it remains a problem in Gauteng. We're having a problem of these people who are pretending to be police officers on the highway. So I want these vehicles to can dominate that space, ensure that those fake police officers, they don't operate in that particular space. And the CAT guys, if they commit it, we must match them pound to pound.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that with the provincial policing plan that has been unveiled by General Mawela, with the additional resources that we are directing towards the implementation of that plan, and we expecting also national government. I was talking to the Minister of Police here and the Deputy Minister of Police. We also expecting additional men and women in uniform for them to complement what we have. We are ourselves adding additional traffic officers on our roads. Today we unveiled 157 traffic officers who are joining the traffic police in Gauteng. But we need all these resources. I have no doubt in my mind that we shall overcome. We will win the war against crime. Criminals have nowhere to hide through Ukai Mulao. We will find every criminal wherever they are in Gauteng.
Hours after these highway patrol vehicles took to the roads, arrests were made. Several stolen and hijacked vehicles were recovered and firearms were seized.
Gauteng police are calling on the public to assist in the search of a man dubbed the Etwatwa serial rapist. Numerous rape cases have been linked to the suspect, who has been on the run for 9 years. His latest attack was recently. So if you have any information, please call Crime Stop on 08600 10111. Remember to pass on detailed information: who, what, when, where, and how.
Be on the lookout for an alleged serial rapist on the loose in Ekurhuleni. That's the warning from Gauteng police. His distinctive features are a scar on his left cheek, muscular build, and bow legs.
This suspect is operating mostly in Ekurhuleni, in areas like Etwatwa, Davidton, Hoedfontein, and Crystal Park.
Police say they've roped in their best detectives to find the perpetrator.
It's an investigating officer that was awarded or that was being selected as the best investigating officer in the country. He received an award in 2019.
He was recently spotted 3 times on Van Ryn Road in Crystal Park. Investigators believe this recent picture of the suspect will crack the case.
The last victim, or the last person that he raped, was on the 23rd of this month, last week, Tuesday. That's when this picture was taken. And we strongly believe that there might be other people that have seen him in that day, or there might be people that can recognize him from that picture. So we are appealing to the people, because obviously this person, he's living in the community.
Here's what you should do if you think you've seen the suspect.
We urge the community not to take the law into their own hands, because we don't want to see a case of mob justice. So we are appealing to the community that, no, if you see that, no, this is the person that we are looking for, please just apprehend him and call the nearest police station.
Police are offering an undisclosed cash reward for information. Nkosazana Dambuza, Ekurhuleni.
That's all we have for this week on Crime Watch. Remember, we welcome your comments on Twitter using the hashtag Crime Watch. Till next time, good night.